Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Creeper World 4. That is right, we are back heading in the colony section yet again for a double dose of the Neo Cursor. That's right, there is Neo parentheses Cursor and Neo Cursor map. One is significantly easier and should be just a few minutes. The other one is significantly longer. I've seen playtimes of up to an hour. Just checking the play log. I think we'll be able to do it a little bit faster than that. I hope. I hope. But let's take a look at the first one, which is Neo Cursor. We do have little points of power on the map for our Neo Cursor itself. Now, one thing to note is this map does not necessarily highlight the power of the Neo Cursor, but it does highlight the utility of the Neo Cursor. So I do want to say that this does highlight the power of the Cursor, though. So that's going to be quite good. Let's just do a quick, super fast pause on pause so we can see what we're doing. It is V and B to move these around. V and B. Oh, that is awkward. That is quite awkward to click. So what are we going to do? Well, these will spawn creep anywhere that there is, or spawn anti-creep anywhere that there isn't creep. Also, this emitter is a friendly emitter. So we do want to be spawning creep. Where do we want to spawn it? Or anti-creep. I want to spawn some up here to sort of give us a little protection ground. I want to spawn some down here to give us a little bit of a protection ground. And I want to spawn some over here to give us a little bit of a protection ground. See, we're going to try and cut off as much of this creep as possible with these breeding zones. So for instance, if I pause, place one, pause, place the other. And now this, look at that, that's already breeding. Oh, I let it go for too long. That was my fault. So there we go. These two are already breeding. We are going to now move them to this side. There. Ooh. Jeez, I hit a... What did I hit? I don't even know. I think I hit C to do that. Interesting. So that is the initial part of the map. We now have our cursor that we want to use. And we also want to fill up the map. Because again, with a lot of cursor maps, cursor power comes from controlling things. So now that we've sort of seeded the areas, I'm going to leave one here, which is going to be V, and now I'm going to go to basically all of the other islands and start to just sort of fill them up, because I want to make sure that we have power overwhelming, right? I want to make sure that we control this world. It is not them. We do have to put down enough creep that it can settle and not sort of... dissipate. You know, there does have to be a minimum amount of creep, but I think that's pretty good. Again, look at that. We've gained some islands of power, and every little bit does add up. As you can see, my cursor is already significantly stronger than it once was, and yeah, we're just sort of filling up these islands, getting some creep going on, or again, anti-creep going on, and yeah, we're just taking out what we can. So there we go. Now, unfortunately, again, these are only power of -5, which is essentially nothing, right? Right now, they are essentially no power, but they do enough to seed these lands, and that's the most important part. As you can see, we've essentially seeded everywhere on the map that we have control of. So I'm going to put this one back in its home, and we're going to work on one of these two sides. Now, we are at the creeper cap. So if we're at the creeper cap, I want to go for the harder side first. This will definitely be the easier side. It will get us a -15, but I just would rather go for the harder one, which will be this side. So we have this approach, and this bottom approach, because this area held on. Now from the bottom, we have a -10 there and a -15, pretty close. That will help our beams out. From the top, or from this point, this point's probably the worst one. You don't really want to be surrounded on all sides, so I probably wouldn't consider this one too much. But there is also a -10 and a -10 over here. So I think I'm going to go from the bottom in order to maximize our power gains. So let's take a little look-see and see how well our little cursor can do. And look at that. I mean, we can literally just carve through this. I mean, it's no contest. The creep doesn't stand a chance. Our cursor is just so freaking strong. And I am so glad that we took out all of those little islands. Not took out, I guess seeded. I'm glad we seeded all of the little islands, because look at how strong our cursor is. I don't think it would be this strong. It would still be pretty strong, but this is quite a lot. Ooh, it is about to be breeding time, and I just don't want it to breed there specifically. Don't really care about breeding right now. Again, they are very close to cap, so it's not like we're we're super worried about anything. Ooh, 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 ooh. Losing it in the angle, but that's perfectly fine. And then we can just come on down here. I don't care about actually cleaning up every single drop. I kind of just want to get the main areas done, like just a main path, and then let the AC take care of the rest. Because it will. That's the beautiful thing. Like, we can probably just go straight through the center here. It is currently breeding, and you can see how easy we cut through it. And just by going through the center is probably enough that area is going to be taken. Same thing, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Bazinga, looking pretty good. Might have to go top down, I don't quite know yet, but we shall see. And this is going to lead us to, of course, this big old patch of breeder. So yeah, this is not the most tricky / difficult of maps, but you know what? It doesn't have to be. It's fun. It's a nice, relaxing experience of painting the world. And yeah, with that, I think we're already halfway through Hard Island, right? I mean, this is the harder of the two islands, and we're already essentially halfway through. Give that a little bit of a nudge just to help it out, but I think we're just moving along quite nicely. Ooh, I am losing it here, so I am gonna slide it top down. Let's take a look at how this is holding. These two, they've gained up to 55 power and actually pushed this back. With the help of all of the breeders and things like that. So V and B, let's move them ever so slightly to the front. Might as well. It can't hurt. You always want them to be towards the front. And I'm super, super happy about that. And yeah, from the top we can really see just the cutting line that we are doing, right? Just nom 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 nom. Delicious, delicious creep being cut in half. And yeah, we've made a nice little cut there. We'll just take this out, and we'll just take out this back. And again, the rest will essentially just die off to the AC that we already have on the ground. So again, it's not really about full cleanup. It's about like clean up just enough, right? Well, make sure that's nice and safe, and there we go. Done and dusted. Same thing. Cut this off. Make sure that's fine. Move on. Move on with our day. It's a good day. And yeah, easy peasy again. Just really cutting through. Now, they are no longer at creeper cap, so breeding cycles will breed. It's not a big deal. I mean, as you can see, look at how well we are doing. Even that area on the left side of the screen over here, this held. It held the entire time. So it really, really is useful, because we could have used that for our assault as well, right? We could have started from there, gone all the way over, and done basically what we did here, just from the other direction. And that's pretty cool, that we were able to take a little bit of land from the very start, thanks to that Neo cursor. And that's really where the true benefit of it is the fact that you can just seed areas right off the bat. And, they can hold for a very long time thanks to the breeder that's available. So I think that is one of the hugest uses of them. I could even see maps using a Neo cursor at level 1, like just one anti-creep, just to seed places. You can never actually make it more powerful, but you can use it to seed breeders across the map. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool like that. But this, I think this is it. There we go. That has been Neo brackets cursor. Boop boo. Let's reclaim. Let's get this going. Boop boo boo. Quite the long charge up time. We also could have built things, but honestly, I didn't feel it was necessary. Realistically, to do it most efficiently would probably be in pause menus, build like cannons and mortars and things. But hey, I didn't do that. So let us go from here. Let's see how we did. 552. 552. All right. I think we did pretty okay. I think that initial seeding helped us eke out quite a bit of time. So Huzzah! Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah! Very big success. Let's take a look at the next map. Fingers crossed. Here we go. And this is how I check the times, by the way. If you don't know, you can hit play log and look at this. I mean, lots of high times. There's also some low times, so it's either long or short. I don't know, but I have plans. I have plans. And so, you know, that's what it's always about. It's always about making your little plans and putting them into motion and things like that. So that is my goal. And let's take a look at this one. Look at the amount of creep on this frickin' map. And again, just like the other map, it's gonna be about, well, this is about where we assault and how we assault, right? We have very, very little power. And, how much power I guess we have to pause again, and let's see. Actually, let's check out the buttons. Ooh, look at that! It jumped to 26. They are way over cap. Holy moly! Okay, so what do we have? Oh well, letters, of course. It is an O, a U, and an I, which is right next to the P for pause. Thank you so much. This is much better progress. So we have that. So what do we have? We have a Monster Island with 300 on it. We have 30s there. We have a 30 there. We have a 30 there, a 30 there, and a 30 there. So everything seems to be about 30, and it looks like this monster of an island appears to be 300. So we have that. Now we have 3 to use. We have 3 on little islands too, so those are going to be very important. So I think to start, we're going to unpause, toss one over there, toss one over there, toss one over here, and try and get some early power, right? Let's try and sneak our way onto these little islands, grab some of that good juice, and yeah, which one is it moving? Is it you? No. Which one are you? You're I. Okay. Oh, wait, is that on an island? I think that's on an island. Oh, gosh. Let's just move all 3 right here. I'm going to let this die. I took that initially just as some free power, but there we go. We are now at 3 upgrades. Bazinga. Love it. We're at 120, and we are going to shift our gaze. That is right. We are going to shift over here, and it's going to take a second. We're going to be here for a little bit of a second. But we're going to put all of our eggs in this basket, so to speak. So, we have all 3. We're actually trying to get to the corner, ideally. That is the goal. Into the corner. There we go. So we are on the corner of this island. Let's see if we can actually hold out. It's going to take a second, but let's see. The waves are crashing into us. Oh my, oh my. Oh my, oh my. And it looks like we're holding. We are holding, and thankfully, because we're in the corner, we're in minimal surround territory, so it has a lot to get through. Is it time to move out, though? I think it's officially time. So, now that the wave is officially moving back, now's our time to quote-unquote strike. I am going to transparent the creep for this, so we can actually see what's going on. But this is now the plan. Our plan is to march as fast as possible over here. So we want all of our little nodes, start marching up. And yeah, that is the goal. So little march by little march, that's why we're going top down. We're taking a look, and that's why I also transparented it. The creep, so we can sort of see. I don't care if they get behind us. I don't care if they kill this off. The only thing that matters is this march. And actually, if I untransparent the creep, is it? It's a little bit. It's even easier. But see, look, the waves are still going backwards for now, which is what we want to see. We want to we want to sort of ride the wave. That's kind of the goal. Riding the wave. Oh my, oh my. I can't argue with riding the wave whatsoever. And yeah, I think we're making pretty good progress. Again, we are just following the wake of this wave, because right here, I mean, look at this. We're at 120 power per node, right? So that's 360 power. We get this one. That's 300 power to each one. You know, it's almost quadrupling our power. I mean, we're at 360, not 300, but still, that's so much power that we're going to be gaining. And look at that. We can just see we're now at 400 power. Look at what we have built. Holy moly, there's no coming back for the creep now. Look at this mountain of safety that we have. Now, with this mountain of safety, we already have the capability to start moving out. I don't need to have all three here anymore because it's so strong. I think we are going to slowly take that island, of course, because they're at the creeper camp. They're not doing anything. So let's plan out what we want to do next. Now, this is still active, which is good. I wasn't sure if this would be deactive if, it looks like the AC kind of fizzled out, but it looks like because there's no creep on it, it's active. So huzzah for that. Now, we can go for, say, like this island, and we'll even transparent the creep so we can see. We could go for like this 30 power or something like that, or that 30 power. The key that I want to do is to take out the hardest ones first. That's my goal, because there's a 30 power right here on a massive island with 4 patches of breeder terrain, right? Well, if we start doing this while they're at creeper cap, then this island is going to be far, far, far less powerful. Like this island, this is an awesome island to have for last. It only has 1 tiny breeder on it. So once we do get to the point where we're under cap, 1 breeder versus, 4. I'd much rather be against 1. So our goal, we're going to start this island. What else? This island has 3, and this island has 3. So I think these are going to be the first 3 that we kind of assault. We could go for some early power, easy power. But at the same time, they're all going to be pretty easy. Like that one's right there. This island's right in the center, so this one's going to probably be the worst one for easy power. But you know what? Let's just keep going. What am I doing? I'm talking out my plan when we need to be enacting it, so to speak. So first things first, of course, we want to be dropping our creep. There we go. We've already made headway. Look at this. We're going to move 2 off of it. We're going to get a nice little landing zone here. So land it up, spread it out. And how is this looking? So if we untransparent the creep, all right, this is still not like a safe island. For instance, the AC does not outweigh the creep on that island. This island is looking pretty good though. I'm definitely a fan. So that's an O and an I. So we are not touching the U. And you know what? I'm going to leave the I over here, and we're going to get to work on this island. Or actually, you know what? Let's go for this one. It's next to this. I kind of like that better. So it has a nice peninsula as well, and the power is pretty close to the front. So our goal, take the peninsula, take the world. And yeah, that's how we're moving along. This should be able to maintain itself. I do want to keep an eye on it just to make sure, but I do think it's looking pretty good. So we do see things going on. And yeah, just sort of waiting at the moment. We're sort of in a, this has to wait. This is just starting out. It's not just starting out, but it's still kind of starting out. It is what it is. So give it a second. Actually, this one is pushing back pretty good. This, because it's a peninsula, it's actually really, really good for us, and we'll move it along. So again, we can go top down, move it right to the edge. How is this looking overall? See, this is what we wanted to see, right? The creep itself, because we can. We're gonna move it up just a wee little bit, but I think we're basically at that critical juncture where the AC will win out. So I'm just trying to sort of cut off some of the bigger waves of creep, get this big wave down, and then I think, oh yeah, oh wow, the AC, looking from the side, easy peasy, not even, we're moving off of this island right now, what am I even talking about? And we're gonna use this boy, on this island, right? So the reason I'm moving to this island is this power is pretty close, and if we can just sort of walk our way over here with I and U, we can grab 30 power. Still take out this with 1 node afterwards, but we'll have 30 power more to our name. And I'm very, very happy to have every little bit of power on the islands that we want to have them on, of course. So, yeah. See, this this needs that power. Look at that. I was kind of hoping this would actually work out. Oh, you know what? Stay closer to the edge just so you don't get fully surrounded. And we may have to back you up. We may have to. Keep moving these two. Looks like O can, while on the edge, is able to stabilize, but it's not able to push out at all. So I think we're going to move front 1 from here to this side. Now, granted, again, we will have 30 power more. I want to grab this 30 power as soon as possible, though. And yeah, look at, and this is our island that I was concerned about. Not concerned about. I was not concerned about. It's our initial island. It's our 300 pointer. Bazinga. It's going to clear itself. We don't even care. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And there we go. That can move there. This is O, so you know what? Let's move I to it as well. You know, get those two joined up and moving that along. It feels pretty good to see them, you know, just moving out together. So that's I and O. Again, we're going to try and move over to the power, because once we snag one of these, I'm going to keep you right on that power, basically. And again, I don't care if the creep takes over some things. The key is, as long as we can hold the node, everything else will essentially die off. So again, O can now sit on this. I can now move to this side. Now, which side do we want to start from? Doesn't really matter. I think it's probably easier from the thinner side, though. So we're going to go from this side. And bazinga, we're already on l'island. Or continent, or peninsula. Of you know, whatever you want to call it. But as you can see, look at this. O is much more stable. Again, we've gained 60 more power, which is pretty nice. Pretty nice. U is just taking it out. And that's the key. The key is, it's not pushing in. Our AC is staying the same, pretty much, on this island. And the creep is just going to steadily drop. It's just going to steadily drop, you know, because they can't produce anymore. They're still at a very high creep content. Ooh, you gotta move your butt. Move your butt. Assault mode. That's right. That's right. Again, don't care about over here so much. We do want to get to that power, of course. But for now, it's got a power, right? We have a much closer power on this island, and that's our goal, right? Our goal will be to get to the center, get this power. And is this fighting pretty good? Yeah, it's got a good berth. So, looks a little scary at times, but, you know, I trust in the Neo Cursor. Thank you yet again, Tricky Corp, for making it. It is a super cool, unique thing. The only thing I will say is when you do use things like a Neo Cursor, please include what they are in the description, in an ADA message, because, honestly, it's very, very easy for someone not to understand that this is what they do, you know? So, please do that for the benefit of the community as a whole. You know, not everybody has played all the Neo Cursor maps and things like that, or even know what they are. So they're just essentially orbs with a minus number on it. I'm sure you'd realize that they make AC, but, you know, these towers, you know, that's how you get power, you know, it's good to know. So that's my only suggestion. But again, we're just cleaving away the creep. I mean, look, I love how it's like a beach head, you know, like we're just cutting it, that's crashing against us. There's nothing that the creep can do, because we got that minus 300 right a frickin' way. Honestly, this one is going way easier than I was expecting. But look over here. See, they've actually completely surrounded this almost. And they're working on it. But the creep is, again, it's just steadily decreasing. There isn't too much that it can do. It is a shame for the creep, but hey, I'm not going to complain. I will not complain about that. The goal, again, will be to get to this. I guess I can turn up the speed a little bit. You know, my poor PC and all of these physics and things like that, but it looks like it's still handling it pretty good. And we're gonna snag another 30 power, which is amazing. So there we go, and that's just gonna help this out. That's just gonna help this out. And as you can see, this island as a whole, it's so thin. right? That amount of creep is so freaking thin. It sucks for the island. Honestly, this one is almost done as well. I mean, this island, we've essentially disposed of majority of the creep, and our unit is just that strong. That's right, we have a very strong unit of anti-creep. I think actually I'm gonna leave this island alone. This island is now done. I'm prepping to leave this island. We're not quite there yet. I should move you into like more of an assault position. It's been doing good. I should have moved it earlier. But let's get some more assaults going on, right? This is O and I. Fantastic. Let's move you up. Let's just really cut into this. Let's just keep it going. Keep the creep just destroyed it. And whoa, it's this island. See, oh my gosh. That has taken most of the island. Are we good enough to leave? Probably, but I'm gonna move it up. I'm just gonna move it up. That's what we're gonna do. Just moving it up. This island's still doing pretty good though. So O, move on up. I, move on up. Let's cut them off. You, because you're just doing so good. Like you're doing so good. You are now done. Now, next on the hit list, let's see. What is next on the hit list? Again, we're just going to march these two up, which are O and I. This has two. Let's transfer with our creep again. We've got two there. We have one there, one, and this is two as well. And this has a power that we can get to right in the middle. This is much harder to get to. So I think actually this one will be our next target. So let's do that with you. Please, there we go. So we'll come on from this side, take out the breeder. It's also a much easier path to get to, and now all of our units are in one easy to see space, so we can really assault both quite simply. But look at the destruction. Look at the power that we have. I mean, and look at the creep levels, right? Look at the level of this creep. It's dropped so. Well, that's untransparent. Look at it. It's dropped so dramatically. All we really need is the creep to flow, and that is it, right? I mean, this area is like nothing. We're going to grab this power so freaking easily. And again, more power, more good, more better, more best. And I think we're doing pretty good. So get this nice and surrounded. That's another key, is we actually want to be surrounded, right? We want the creep to be assaulting this, because the more surrounded it is, the better it is. And I think, in fact, this is too easy for two now. So next on the island list, we have one. We have, actually, is that one or is that two? Transparent. We have one big one. We have one over here. We have two up here. So this is probably the next hardest, but this one is a big one. So and it's also powered very close to the edge. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go with, what are you? You are you. So I'm going to have left, middle, and right. So this will be I. So I is going to go on the next assault mission. That's right. We're taking lands. That's all we need. That is all we need, and we can untransparent that. I can move on along. You can get towards that center. And again, you is basically done as well. I mean, look at this. Again, it's all about the size of the AC versus the size of the CC. I'm going to come from this corner because this corner was already in a wave going out. So using the wave mechanic of the creep, I mean, look at our power. And we're at 570 now. Again, we started at 30, I think, and then gained 3 30s, and then from there it was all over. So yeah. This is done. I'm gonna move I out to over here just temporarily. You move on over. Let's grab this power with the two of them. There we go. Oh, I think I moved O. Oh no! Yeah, I moved all 3. So let's readjust. Move 2 out. So 1 and 2. And then, you know, we need to assault another island. Another island needs the assault. So let us go over. Yeah. As I said, this is the smallest breeding patch, so it's the one I care the least about. We're still at 7.9 on our creeper cap, and that's, again, the most important part, is the fact that this creep right here is actually good for us because it's allowing us to assault easier at this point. So again, it's all about using the numbers of them creeps. This is completely taken over, so we need to move our O. Let's assist. O will be an assistant. Good job, O. You're doing it. Let's get a nice point on this island. And you is almost done as well. Oh no. Oh no. I moved O instead of you. You is doing pretty solid on this island as well. And again, we're going for that little modifier. We're going for this little modifier. Come on. Turn on. There we go. Let's put all three here temporarily and move you back. Just want to put all three just to get a little bit of a bigger boost. And, oh, there we go. And I feel pretty good about that. Look at that. We gained a free power just from that. We gained a power from that. And we gained a power from that. Huge power gains. So let's work on our final island. We're at creeper cap now. Unfortunate. So now we actually are going to be dealing with breeders. So let's work on taking them at this point. You know, get them out of here. Don't need you. No. I said get you out of here. And we're done with that. Again, we're working on our final islands. O is over here, doing its thing, feeling pretty good. This island is actually harder to take than this island because, I mean, it's much bigger space for our AC to spread out. So let's move the U, move it on in, and move the I on over as well. Time-wise, I'm feeling pretty good based off of the other times that I saw. You know, I mean, definitely not taking us an hour. You know, feel pretty good about that. Holy moly! How did our home base get taken? That's interesting. I didn't think there was any actual creep in there. I mean, I saw that there was like breeder and stuff. I didn't actually see any creep in there, so that was a mistake on my part. Holy moly! I shouldn't have let that happen. But that's okay. That's okay. We have the last island. Our island is basically safe. I mean, this doesn't matter at all. That stash is nothing. It can fill up as fast as it wants. It can duplicate as much as it wants. There's nothing that it can do to just a single one of these. Now, that being said, that doesn't mean we want to waste our time with that. I mean, I could have had all three assaulting this very, very easily. But there we go. Our main island, officially safe. And last but not least is over here. Bazinga, Bazanga. And we have the creeper victory, I think. That corner. Get out of here. Get out of here, corner. Get out of here, over here, whatever you are. Creep stuff. Reclaim 99 100%. And let's just fill up our mountain again, because you know what, this mountain, it's worth it. It's a good mountain. Thank you so much, Mr. Mountain. And I'll put one over here just to fill that up as well, because you know I don't want any area to feel left out, right? So fill it all up. This has been Neo Cursor Map, and just fill that up, please. Oh, I love the look of seeing it just spread out like that. Oh, it's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And there we have it. No more free space. Rift jump away. So again, we did this one in 26 minutes, and that feels pretty good. You know, time-wise, there is a 2509. 2509. Just a minute faster. But yeah, I'm super happy with that. Ooh, the 21. Look at that. Oh, jeez. Mirage, you are the victor. But again, it's not about time. It's about having fun. And I really enjoy these. I think they're super cool, super unique. And, yeah, super powerful cursors. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful day. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. And I'll catch you next time. Take care.